I'm receiving a distress signal originating from the desert region. Further investigation is advised.
Oh, so now you're suddenly pro-rescue mission.
It just so happens that this transmission is coming from a wealthy client of Cygnus Enterprises.
Welcome back. Time to find a crash-landed spaceship and see where story takes us.
Careful. This place is crawling with creatures.
How'd you get past them before without a weapon?
I run faster than you think. Besides, I couldn't shoot these animals if I wanted to. I'd feel awful.
Yet you have no problem letting someone else do it. Typical FTU logic.
May, what happened to your ship anyway?
First, there was a bright burst of light, and we started plummeting. Veronica thinks it could have been an EMP. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for her acing that emergency landing.
Sounds like a great pilot.
She's the best.
See you found help. I'll get to work.
I don't even get a hi?
No time. New person. I need you to beat monsters with bullets while I fix the ship. We can talk later. Thanks again for the help, contractor.
You never thanked me in the first place.
The first thank you was in the form of a ride home. For the time being, you are more than welcome to ask me for a lift.
I guess actions do speak louder than words after all.
Correct.
May mentioned you two are going to be helping out around the base?
She misspoke. I fly the ship, shoot hostels, and enjoy my seaside view. No offense, contractor, but a mercenary lives and dies by the contract. And working on your base isn't in mine.
So you aren't FTU?
May is private security. May came to us with a job offer. I was the only one willing to take it.
Why is that?
The pay is not what most mercs would consider worth it, but May was very convincing. There was a certain certainty in her words. I felt compelled to help her see her mission through.
What mission?
My contract requires discretion. However, I can tell you, we may need some extra assistance getting there. We crashed due to a strange anti-air EMP nearby our destination. If you have the time to help me find the parts necessary to upgrade my ship's circuitry, we could give it another shot.
Looks like we are getting a minigun, finders keepers.
My repairs barely got us limping back to base last time. We don't want to relieve that, so let's get to work. This upgrade is crucial if we want to keep exploring this planet.
What exactly are we looking for?
Nearby mineral deposits may contain the materials we need to upgrade the ship's circuitry. Find the silica deposits, and I'll do the rest.
Let's face it, we all got this meme popping up in our minds. Minigun rocks, but gear sucks and needs a complete overhaul. Need add new fabrics.
Yeah, good shot. Ever thought of mercenary work?
Yeah, sure. Is a meat shield and bullet magnet position still open?
May, where were you headed when the ship went down?
We were looking for FTU survivors. Frankly, I believed Cygnus had something to do with their disappearances. And I'm still not completely convinced otherwise.
I assure you, May, we're in the same boat here. We all need to find out what happened to the previous crews, or we might end up just like them.
Keep up the good work, contractor.
I'm receiving a distress signal originating from the desert region. Further investigation is advised.
Oh, so now you're suddenly pro-rescue mission.
It just so happens that this transmission is coming from a wealthy client of Cygnus Enterprises. He's a meteorite businessman who purchased a large swath of land for his startup.
Purchased? Does Cygnus Enterprises own the rights to this planet?
One of the core ventures of Cygnus Enterprises is the development and resale of planetary assets. We are contractually obligated to assist our clients.
Well, got some scrap for new fabric. It drops for mobs with yellow hide.
Well, well, would you look at that? Finally, Cygnus decides to show up. I expected a bit more from the biggest corp in the galaxy.
Boss, the creatures are coming again.
Seems pleasantries will have to wait. Come help me quiet down this noise, will ya? Now that we're all settled in, I can start on autographs.
Autographs?
I'll also do selfies if you got the dosh.
Who exactly are you?
Depends on who you're asking, I suppose. Self-made meteorite mega mogul, social media sensation, genre-shattering digital art influencer, etc., etc.
Uh-huh.
You seriously don't know who I am?
Nope. Sorry.
Well, in that case, just call me Daniel. This place is the planet's premier paradise resort. Or at least it was, until those things went and wrecked it all. Listen, I appreciate you having my back here, kid, but I'm in need of a little bit more help. Would it be alright if I stayed at your base? Just until I can get Oasis up and operational.
Well, actually...
Yes, of course. The contractor will gladly host you.
Great. I'll pack my bags. No need to wait up for me. Hey there, contractor.
Hi, Dan.
I'm honored to be here, truly. I presume you have plenty of accommodations for me and my staff?
I can make sure we have enough shelters.
Shelters? Is that any way to treat your guests? I mean, sure, you can sleep in a shelter, but is that truly living? If you want to do hospitality right, build a luxury dormitory. I'll even show you how. Make sure my staff pays their fair share to use your facilities. Opulence comes at a price after all. Any future visitors that stay at one of these dorms will net you some well-deserved credits too. If we weren't pals before, we certainly are now, right? Right.
I guess.
But enough about you. let's talk about me. If I'm going to get the Oasis back up and running, I'm going to need a ton of materials for the repairs. Word is there's a junkyard out in the desert. A bunch of scrap left over for some settlers that decided to jump ship. You fetch me the stuff I need, and I'll forget about your corp's lousy response times. Just this once. Apologies, friends. Seems like my intel in the loot boxes is a little borked.
A little?
I assure you, that explosion was a fluke. How about this? Any more crates go boom! I'll buy you a drink back at base.
Okay. There will be a lot of booby traps, point taken.
Well, would you look at that? This store and stash cargo unit got recalled a few years ago for something called spontaneous crate combustion.
You learn something new every day.
Break a leg.
Bezobrznic. On a bright side, we are getting the right scraps. New armor coming soon.
appears you salvaged enough material. Consider any extra you found as a tip from the lovely viewers.
You shouldn't have.
It's the least I can do. To know a Cygnus elite like you can take an explosion or two to the face and live to tell the tale.
Are you insane?
Contractor, can you give a shout out to the chat?
The what?
Oops, forgot to mention, Superstar, you're on Daniel TV streaming live across the galaxy. Say cheese!
Before building anything, let's try fishing side quest. Kind of curious how it is realized in this game, and if I can blow things up. Kind of boring, couldn't they add fishing with some sort of depth charges or something? It is a future and on an alien planet with no one to call us out. Visitors will be satisfied if they are provided with a dormitory and their preferred food. They'll gladly pay you for your hospitality. More visitors equals more C credits. Employee happiness influences the booking prices of dormitories. If your dormitory employees have high happiness, they are able to charge a higher booking price.
Thanks to your hard work and generosity, I can head back and get the Oasis fixed. Pay me a visit when you're ready to really take your operations here to the next level. I have some merchants swinging by soon that can hook you up with weapons, armor, and even new building schematics.
We basically invite them as guests and hire them if we like them. Kind of interesting choice on developer side. I am guessing that we need to match specific tasks based on stats.
How's my favorite superstar been?
Busy.
Hopefully not busy enough to refuse another gig from your old pal Daniel.
Are you serious?
Sirius is my middle name, contractor. And besides, you won't leave empty-handed. I've got something you're gonna love. I want you to take this new weapon out for a little test drive. My viewers love your last sortie, and they're dying for a little more action. Give the people what they want, and I'll give you what you want. Firepower!
Kia, could you help me out here, please?
A meteorite live stream with high viewership could prove beneficial to meet our productivity quota. Partaking in this venture is optimal.
So the talking toaster agrees. Let's get this show on the road.
Firearms sold here are free-ranged and locally sourced. I assure you, any credits spent here go to a good cause.
Level 15. Time to vacuum local vendors clean and save on crafting materials.
You can't go wrong with Ninja, right?
There's no power like firepower. Sweet, sweet firepower. The sound of an explosion is like music to my ears.
Should have had started from here. Oh well, there is always next time.
Are you ready to return to base?
Hey there, got a minute?
Why do you look like you haven't slept in days?
Here's the cool thing. I haven't. I realized sleeping was seriously cutting into my work time.
I told you building a shelter for a disposable was unnecessary.
Really? The fact that you even called him a disposable is already problematic enough.
The analysis of the logs we retrieved from the food plant is complete. The survivors evacuated to a Cygnus Enterprises prospecting camp, located in the desert.
Show me those coordinates. Just what I thought. Not too far from where we got taken down.
Time to test out the new upgrades.
Definitely. Let's go.
We will go, but in the next part. Happy holidays everyone, have fun.